You know, when we're out traveling the back roads, a lot of folks will stop and ask us just what we call this strange way to make a living. Are we a news crew, TV producers, or what? And I always tell them the same thing. We're storytellers. Now, they're not the once upon a time kind of stories. Well, not usually, because when we ran across a man named Real Musgrave, well, we had to make an exception.
Now, I personally really want to grow up to be the wizard. I want to be able to go out and work a hard day's magic and still feel like I can come back in and read bedtime stories to the little creatures around the house.
Once upon a time in the land of Flower Mound, there lived a man named Musgrave. His was a happy realm in which all of the creatures of the kingdom lived in harmony and peace. Musgrave ruled from atop a hill in a castle called Bray Edenhall. It rose 4 stories high into the sky with a secret passage to the top. Through this turret, Musgrave could climb to his refuge from the outside world and retreat into another. Welcome to the whimsical world of pocket dragons.
Pocket dragons themselves all come from this very spot. They're incredibly mischievous, fun-loving, people-loving, and incredibly helpful, especially when you don't need the help. They love cookies, they love a good book, and they like most of the things that we like. They're pocket dragons because now normally they live in the pockets of old English tweed jackets, but on a day like today in Texas, instead they'll take any old pocket, like the one in my waistcoat. Now this one's asleep in here, so I'll probably put him back.
More than 100 of these little guys have come to life in Real Musgrave's studio. He carefully creates each one by hand and then sends the sculpture off to a figurine factory. These days, it's the only way Real can meet the pocket dragon demand that runs into the millions worldwide.
Until a few years ago, it would have seemed inconceivable to me. Now, going to Germany and having people come to one of my appearances the night before with sleeping bags and folding cots just so that they can be the first in the queue, it is more than I ever could have imagined.
Here at home, he's just like anybody else, but over in Europe, Real's as big as any rock star, with thousands of pocket dragon groupies following his every move. They've got their own clubs and magazine with enough memorabilia to take on Garfield, Snoopy, or the Maine Mouse himself.
Everything from cards and bookmarks and coasters, the buttons, the puzzles, the counted cross-stitch, just everything you can imagine is there.
From prints to collectibles, the pocket dragon phenomenon is growing every day, and the debut of Real's next project takes the work to a whole new level.
Welcome to the world of magic, mischief, and adventures. Pocket Dragon Adventures.
It's called Pocket Dragon Adventures. They're fun, they're exciting, and sometimes they're scary. But it's scary because of misunderstandings. It's scary because people have interests that conflict, but there aren't villains.
Already sold to every country in Europe and major markets in the States, Pocket Dragons are coming to a TV near you. And you can bet it's one show that won't need some special rating to warn kids about violence or gore. Pocket Dragons are sure to be popular just the way they are, happy, carefree, just like the child living in us all.
I think that people all over are looking for that little bit of comfort, that little bit of solace, and maybe that little bit of hope that they see in the expressions of these characters. We've had situations in Germany where a pediatric nurse had pocket dragons that she put Band-Aids on and gave to her youngest, most ill patients, saying, now be as brave as a little dragon. I feel like there has been a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of hope that's come along with that.
Reel says they're nothing more than expressions wrapped in green magic with wings. But it's plain to see, pocket dragons mean a lot more. They represent a time, a place, even a state of mind that most folks thought had disappeared a long time ago. But true to his name, Reel Musgrave makes that fantasy real for legions of fans. His life is a modern-day fairy tale with a happily ever after ending for us all.
It's those little moments in life that we all see and we all have. They're just little things, but being able to get past the little fears and to enjoy the little good things in life.
If you love Texas as much as I do, we've got plenty of other stories for you to check out, and we hope you'll continue to hop in and travel with me. My name is JB Salceda, and this is Texas Country Reporter.